Okay, so hopefully this mic is working. This is sort of vlog version 5. I'm sure my friend will eventually at some point post it online, but I do have several old YouTube videos about all kinds of different topics. I have a meeting in 7 minutes, so I have to be on that, but I figured it'd be a good like artificial stopping point, hard stop on this video. So I wanted to start kind of documenting what I do. I think it's really important. I also want to share it because I think it's important to, kind of provide value. And so, especially when it comes to educational, and I think certain things can be taught to someone and help them just leap so much faster because they don't have to go through all of the pain that you went through to learn a thing. So today, what I really want to talk about, just very briefly, 6 minutes left, is AI. Now, I hated AI. For a while there, obviously it was a frenzy. Every single company in the world was slapping AI onto whatever feature they already have, and to an extent having mixed results. It's very hard to find the real utility in AI other than writing a really good email. But what I've really found it to be fantastic at is search. And that's sort of the starting point for what I've been able to do with AI that I think is really valuable. So really that's, I guess, lesson number 1 in terms of using AI. Use it like search. If you ever have a question and you could dig through forums to find the answers once you've searched it on Google, or you can just look it up, and ChatGPT, is really good at that. Excuse me, I've had so many conversations about so many different topics. I mean, back, a couple weeks ago when that one big country that's invading another, I don't want to kind of get deranked on YouTube or whatever, invaded another country, that one just shot a really advanced missile, and I was like, they're hypersonic missile. And so I was like, what are hypersonic missiles? Are they that big of a threat? Do we have a response to them? How do you stop hypersonic missiles? And you can just literally turn on the voice chat model and have a conversation with it, and it will just literally tell you, yeah, it's like almost talking to someone who's 80% proficient in whatever it is you're asking questions about on that topic, which is huge because if you could sit with a doctor and you have a pain, obviously you'd start asking questions about what could this be, right? Or what could I do to resolve it? And obviously there's all kinds of liability concerns when it comes to medical. Don't think just medical and don't limit yourself to that. It is 80% proficient in almost anything you can imagine. And so for example, I'm over here building these Google Sheets and I was like, man, can I get this data to kind of upload, update? Can I add equations into the sheet to make this live? Because I used to be able to do that. And then it was like, well, there's actually Google App extensions. You can write code in there to manipulate the data in the Google Sheet. I was like, really? And then I was like, can you help me write the code? And it was like, yeah. And then it helped me write insane amounts of code for what is now really, really complicated projects that help me do AI cold email outreach at scale, which is really cool. And if that's something you guys want to see in another video, I will definitely walk that through, break it down. The thing about today is that sounds really valuable, and it is to an extent, but to me it doesn't seem so much value or as valuable because I built it in a week, and that's not bragging on me. I didn't go to school for coding. I didn't, I don't know how to code. I know some basic, I took an AP computer science class in college, in high school, but I did not go to school to be a programmer, and now I've written 700, 800 lines of code that is helping me write automatically cold email outreach using AI to personalize each message for the receiver. That's huge in terms of what that's going to do for your opening rates, your response rates, and then obviously your funnel, for whatever it is you're selling. So applying that into any scenario, which I did build the system to be templated so that I could do it to anything, right? For any purpose, for any business. It's been crazy. And then if you have more technical questions about software you use, or let's say you have a problem at work and you just tell ChatGPT, you turn on the voice model and you say, hey, these are the tools I have, how could I use them to solve this problem? Or if we really can't find a good solution, what other tools would you recommend? What are their prices? Which one's more comparable? I've even asked it, hey, I'm evaluating this option between these 2 different items. Can you rank each item 1 through 10? And then that way it's like, okay, this one costs more, but it's a 8 out of 5, 8 or 8.5 out of 10. This one over here costs half as much, but it's a 7.5 out of 10. I'd rather just do the 7.5, right? It helps you cut down the time for decision making. It helps you find out more information about things that you want to know more about, right? It's huge. And I've had it, I just casually, it's like being able, like I said, literally having right over your shoulder someone who's 80% proficient in any of the things that you have questions about. So just use it. Yes, it's going to be wrong. And yes, sometimes it's going to be limited, and that's where you have to use your own brain. To get there. And I think that's the human blood, sweat, and tear part that makes it valuable, that, you can't just go to a ChatGPT and say, hey, build me a cold email outreach system. It'll be able to describe you how, but it really needs a human with, meat tips here that can go on to online and figure out how to put those pieces together. But it's huge and that's incredibly valuable. And so if you're struggling in your business for whatever it is, whatever solution you need to find, literally just turn on the voice model on ChatGPT, pay for it. It's $20 a month. And then rant to it. Just say, hey, like I'm having this big problem. I really don't know how to solve this. You know, I'm stuck on it. Is there solutions? What can we do? And it will literally just give you solutions. Sometimes they suck. Like I would say, for example, like, hey, what should I get my girlfriend for Christmas? It actually sucks at. It's terrible. But like when it comes to heavy technical questions, it has fantastic responses to it. So, you know, find the niche in which you need to, you know, solve a problem in, ask that question and you'll get there. But yeah, that's just my kind of tip for the day. It's not your typical marketing advice video, but really it's not, you know, what can AI do for you, but how can you use it to better the things you're already doing. At the end of the day, it's a tool, not the solution totally. So use it to help you find the solutions. It's far much faster than doing search, you know, via Google, anything like that, or YouTube even. So, you know, check that out. And I haven't watched a YouTube channel in a while. Like it's been a while. But yeah, happy hunting. Hope you use it. Let me know what you use it for. It's always fun to learn all the different use cases. And yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.